Our leads this week are from the Republican National Convention in Florida, where digital producer Malika is reporting. She stopped by a rally for one candidate who won't win the presidential nomination, despite his ability to attract huge crowds. Have a look.
The stream has arrived in Tampa, Florida, where we're on the sidelines of the Republican National Convention. We're at a rally for Texas Congressman Ron Paul. Now, Ron's not speaking at the actual convention, but he's managed to get an estimated 10,000 people here in support of him. Well, Ron's always seen huge support on social media sites and was at one point the leading Republican candidate on Twitter polls, though that's not necessarily translated on mainstream polls. But we spoke to a few of his supporters before the rally to find out why they are in support of him, and they told us it has to do with two things: his views on the economy and on foreign policy. Here's what they had to say.
I think he's probably, and I'm not sure, I haven't researched it totally, he's probably the only guy that's ever given up his salary to prove a point, number one. Number two, the way he lives and conducts himself in his own family affairs, his own personal affairs. The other thing, he's an entrepreneur, even though he was a doctor. I mean, he started his own business. He served in the armed forces when he had 2 children. You know, I mean, you go on and on and on. It's his record ever since he was a young guy.
We go into Iraq or Afghanistan. We don't declare war before through Congress, and I mean, just imagine if you had a foreign nation come and say, "Hey, you guys need to change," and they put foreign troops on our soil, and I mean, we would be up in arms.
I love Ron Paul because, you know, he's really consistent. He's a principled man. He sticks to his guns, and he's got over 30 years of pure consistency to back everything he says up, and that's the only reason why he can have so many dedicated supporters, is because they know they can count on him anytime.
I'd have to say foreign policy the best. I mean, that's what initially drove me to Ron Paul, was listening how honest he was about America's foreign policy. I knew that he was telling the truth about what's going on in the world and all the wars and everything like that. But then slowly everything else kind of grew on me, to civil liberties, the economic liberties, everything like that. So basically I've gone through a kind of a Ron Paul revolution in my own mind.
Thanks, Brenda. Malika will be covering the RNC all week and posting videos to our Facebook page. You can also follow her at mmbilal and, of course, #AJStream. Lisa?
Stay with us because